Hello everyone, and today on Age of Dinosaurs, we'll be traveling back in time to the Middle Jurassic period 166 million years ago, where we will see many amazing creatures in a completely different environment, full of marine life. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Oxfordshire, England. In the United Kingdom, a place famous for so many things, from its many educational centers, such as the world-famous University of Oxford, to many historical sites, such as Benheim Palace, Brighton Castle, and Oxford Castle, containing almost more than 1,000 years of British history. Some might say that Oxfordshire is the pinnacle of English culture, and it's famous for many modern amenities too, possibly most famously for its cobbled streets and world-famous Wantage Marketplace, which is kind of like Pike's Market in Seattle, Washington. People have inhabited Oxfordshire since the Ice Age, and maybe even longer than that. But there is more to Oxfordshire than meets the eye. In the ground, fossils of many different creatures have been found over the last 200 years. In fact, Oxfordshire is also known by many dinosaur fans as the birthplace of the term dinosaur, and where the first dinosaurs were classified. And many of these fossils were discovered in a formation that dated 160 million years ago. Let us travel back in time 166 million years just to see how different Oxfordshire was from today. This is Oxfordshire 166 million years ago. It looks very different from the rolling hills of England. What is today the entire European continent is nothing more than a group of scattered islands, filled by vast, shallow inland seas. The tropical weather causes huge forests of cycad trees to form, and ferns. The coastline is made up of a sea called the Ancient Tethys Ocean, which was formed less than 20 million years ago due to the breakup of the famous supercontinent Pangaea. This breakup split the continent in half to two supercontinents, one in the north, one in the south, named Laurasia and Gondwana. Here, dinosaurs do not rule, primarily, but they do inhabit the island, while the seas are home to vast quantities of sea monsters. Our first stop on this beach tour is to see the dinosaurs living here. One of the dinosaurs primarily living here are Plesiosaurus, who are actually have a very interesting family lineage. They are actually one of the oldest relatives of Tyrannosaurus rex. In about 100 million years, T-Rex can trace its entire family tree back to this little predator. There are also pterosaurs like this one, flying reptiles that use the air currents of wind to fly. These are small pterosaurs in comparison to the great sizes they'll achieve in the Cretaceous period. The weather on these tropical islands is often unpredictable. Sunny, warm beaches often give way to violent tropical storms, causing tsunamis. However, whenever the ocean tends to spill up anything it doesn't like, such as scraps of food from the ocean. This is something that has not gone unnoticed by Ceratosaurus, who are great exploiters of this bounty of food. The Ceratosaurus spend much of their time combing the beaches for washed up remains. And they are all very sociable creatures. But this beach has more than just dinosaurs. This vast ocean is filled with life. One in the tidal pools are groups of fish that have become separated from the ocean. This is very yummy food for the pterosaurs. The pterosaur's secret weapon to eating fish at this time are having needle-sharp teeth, perfect for gripping the fish and keeping them from escaping. This design will disappear in pterosaurs, which will become toothless, and their heads longer. But every evening comes an amazing natural drama in the oceans. As the sun sets for the dinosaurs, another creature will appear, but in the ocean. One of the most famous sea monsters of all. This is due to the most basic form of the entire food chain. And let's just say, the night brings out a whole new atmosphere of life. Steam vents pumping out nutrients into the ocean. And bubbles carrying oxygen to the air and to the ocean. These vents are basically the most organic of food around. But who eats them, you may ask? Floating creatures called phytoplankton feed on the water. And those phytoplankton are eaten by squid, and the squid are eaten by something remarkable. The ichthyosaurs. Ichthyosaurs are one of the first marine reptiles to have ever been discovered, and known for their very strange, fish-like bodies. They're the oldest and most perfectly adapted to aquatic life. They've inhabited the ocean for the last 80 million years, and will continue to do so for another 70 million years. One may ask how the ichthyosaurs prefer nocturnal life than daytime. It is one simple thing. They comb the water for the squid, which is perfectly adapted for the teeth. The ichthyosaur's streamlined body also makes them very maneuverable in the ocean, quickly able to change directions, and with their fish-like bodies, it makes them one of the most agile creatures. But this fish-like body also makes them so adapted that it prevents them to go on land to give birth. So instead, they give birth to live young. There are many fossils of ichthyosaurs in the process of giving birth, but dying in the process. But one of their most amazing abilities is their eyes, the size of dinner plates. These are one of the largest complex eyes in Earth's history. On an eye to skull ratio, perfectly designed for seeing in the night, seeing more colors and things than even the human eye may see. They're virtually like hawks, but in the water. You might like to call them seahawks. But there's another creature that also comes around in the middle of the night. When the ichthyosaurs' time at night ends and they go into deeper water, the waters do not go quiet though. Someone else takes the morning shift. The someone looks eerily familiar. What looks like a Loch Ness monster or sea serpent, is a four-pillared creature called Cryptoclitus. Cryptoclitus is a plesiosaur, a group of marine reptiles that evolved to have very long necks and four flippers. In fact, they have a four-flippered locomotion. When their front feet go up or down, their back flippers do the exact opposite. This independent locomotion will disappear from the oceans when, along with the dinosaurs, plesiosaurs, and most other marine reptiles go extinct. Today, only sea turtles and sea snakes and saltwater crocodiles are the only marine reptiles alive today. The Cryptoclitus is literally a flexible acrobat in the ocean. Its long neck was designed for something completely different, however. Their neck was perfectly designed to snatch up fish in swift movements. And in the next episode, we'll see the creature that terrifies them all, and more of the land dinosaurs. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you like my videos and would like to see more, please like, share, and subscribe. Have an amazing day.